In this video, we will explore in depth the advanced features of Data Movement Wizard. Diyotta allows us to select diverse source systems within the Data Movement Wizard for native target data points. In this demonstration, we will explore how to create multiple data pipelines and extract the required result set using where clause. We will build 4 data pipelines in parallel from MS SQL and Oracle to Snowflake. Let's begin and review the advanced features of the Data Movement Wizard. Let's create a new data flow on the native Snowflake platform using the Data Movement Wizard. Let's define the data flow name and description and click Next. To specify the source, we can either select or create a new data point. In this example, we will select the predefined source for Oracle and MS SQL data points. Next, we need to define the source data objects. The wizard provides the option to either import or select pre-imported data objects. Let's select the data objects. The wizard's easy-to-use interface lists the various data objects which we pre-imported for the selected data points. Let's select the respective data objects for the specified data points. The wizard provides the option to apply a where clause on source data objects to get the desired result set. To view the source object records for a specific period, we will define where clause for a single object and apply the condition across similar source objects. Select the data object and under Properties, specify the condition using where clause. Similarly, we can apply the condition for all source objects. Diyotta allows an option to add derived attributes apart from existing source attributes. Let's add a derived attribute, batch ID, and set it to audit ID for the account source object. Similarly, we can add a derived attribute, batch ID, for all the source objects. This will keep track of data inserted for a batch of data flow. Next, let's link the target for all of the source objects. In this example, we will create the target objects using the predefined Snowflake data point. Click Next. Diyotta automatically creates the target schema, which is compatible with the target data point. Click on the target object to view the details in this sliding window. Under the Attribute Mapper tab, we can verify that the attributes of the source and target are mapped out one-to-one by default. The derived attribute is automatically mapped. We can also delink an attribute whose values we don't want to carry forward in the target object. Let's delink the Product Type CD attribute under Product Target Object. Close the window. Diyotta provides the provision to universally apply changes to all target data objects at once. Select a data object and click on Bulk Changes. We can truncate before load, create a target, and specify the prefix and suffix that we want to append for object names. Click on Apply to All and verify that the object names are updated. We can also specify the pre-SQL and post-SQL query for target objects. Pre-SQL and post-SQL enables us to run any requisite queries before or after loading the data into the targets respectively. In this example, under pre-SQL and post-SQL, we will log an entry into the control table as Start and Finish. Click Next. We have successfully created the data flow. Diyotta provides an option to define the target and pipeline order for execution. Click on Load Order under Data Flow. Let's set the preference to either execute these pipelines in parallel or sequential and change the load order sequence if necessary. By default, the pipelines are processed in parallel without any dependencies. For a data flow with multiple data pipelines, we can process the pipelines based on batch size. We can specify the batch size and apply for data pipelines. By default, the pipelines in a batch are processed in parallel and the batches are processed sequentially. Save the data flow and click Finish. This action opens the data flow design on the canvas. We have completed the multiple data pipelines data flow using the Data Movement Wizard. If we want to view this data flow again, the wizard, or make any changes, click on Open Data Movement Wizard. Make the necessary changes, save, and click Finish to view the data flow design. Let's run the data flow. To check the execution status, either click on View Execution Status or go to Activities screen in the Monitor module. The execution has succeeded. Select the data flow and view the operational statistics, review logs, and history of the data flow. To view and verify the data in the target database, let's go back to the studio, open Data Flow, and toggle the Interactive button to On to enable the View Data feature for objects in the data flow. Diyotta allows us to view data live at any stage within the data flow with its easy-to-use interface. Select the target object and click on the Data tab in the lower pane. We have successfully loaded the data into the target object. This demonstration shows that we can quickly ingest data from multiple data sources using the Data Movement Wizard. This concludes the short tutorial on the advanced features of the Data Movement Wizard. Thanks for watching. Visit support.diyotta.com for additional knowledge base articles and tutorials.